Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. 1. Undefeated fighter Devin Haney says he'll destroy fellow undefeated Robert Easter Jr. Stay tuned. What up, fight world? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, and the Patreon family we working. Now, earlier on Instagram, make sure you guys follow me at Boxing Ego. I posted, it was just a quick pick stitch of Robert Easter Jr. versus Devin Haney. And I'll read to you guys my caption so you guys know. I said, after a chippy performance over Javier Fortuna, I gotta say this matchup doesn't seem that far-fetched between Robert Easter Jr. and Devin Haney. Some feel Haney doesn't have enough experience. I've seen him spar live and he looked real sharp. This was years ago. He since sparred with a lot of top names. I definitely wouldn't mind this if Robert Easter Jr. can't get a champion, Mikey Garcia, Jorge Linares, or Javier Fortuna rematch. What do y'all think? Who would win? I heard Robert Easter Jr. can box well, but likes to mix it up. He needs to know when and who to do each with because he negates his freakish height advantage and reach advantage to push a phone booth fight. Fortuna was awkward, but Easter's jab was not on point. Maybe his timing was off because of a lengthy layoff, and Easter smothered some of his own work, boring in with his head down when he had Fortuna on the ropes. Just my thoughts. So I was just kind of giving a recap and saying after the performance with Javier Fortuna, like, listen, for me, I keep it a buck. Whether people get mad or whatever the situation, I tell you how I really feel. Robert Easter Jr. versus Javier Fortuna was a fun fight, very cagey, very chippy type of fight. Really hard to score. I wasn't scoring it, but I was kind of just, I've learned at this point to kind of score from the eye test because I've watched so many fights or whatever. I had Javier Fortuna winning, but at the same time, I'm realistic. A lot of people, they hate certain affiliations. They know Adrian Broner's associated with Robert Easter, so therefore everybody about billions, you know what I mean, you don't want to see him do good because you don't like Broner. So they do this with Floyd Mayweather. You want to see Tank Davis fail because you don't like Mayweather and stuff like that. I keep it a buck. I think the word robbery gets thrown around too much. I could see some people scoring. It was a hard fight to score, first of all. You know what I mean? So I could see some people scoring it for Robert Easter Jr. Javier Fortuna, there's things he could have done better. There's things Robert Easter Jr. could have done better. You know what I mean? So it was just that type of fight. Very hard to score, but it was an entertaining fight, especially for an opener and co-main event. So that's what I feel. I feel like if, for whatever, off that performance, he can't get a champion like Mikey Garcia or Jorge Linares, I definitely wouldn't mind wanting to see the Devin Haney fight. And there's a strong chance that Mikey Garcia, especially off of that performance with Robert Easter, and see, I hate when people do this. See, I keep it a buck with you guys. I hate when people, Javier Fortuna is Javier Fortuna. He's not Mikey Garcia. So people start giving false credit because one guy had fighter A look a certain way. They just assume that every fighter, that's not how boxing works. And it's so funny that some of the most cliche comments like styles make fights, it makes a lot of sense and people don't even take that into consideration. You know what I mean? Different styles present different things, and unless two guys fight nearly identical, have the same attributes, the same height, same reach, same momentum, same confidence, you know what I mean, you can't give credit. Javier Fortuna did what he did. That doesn't automatically mean Robert Easter Jr. versus Mikey Garcia is a trash fight or Easter has no shot. That's just not how boxing works. Styles make fight. Because one thing I did notice about Javier Fortuna is he has a lot of awkward movement. He would step in, then reverse, and then go along the ropes, and then stand in pocket and launch an attack randomly. Mikey Garcia doesn't fight like that. Mikey Garcia is very methodical, very hard hitting. You could say he's more of a true lightweight than Fortuna probably was, but Fortuna missed weight. You know what I mean? You guys got to look at this. But Mikey's not athletic and he's not as speedy. So that could have been what was giving Robert Easter. And realistically, Mikey Garcia, I'm not saying he can't beat. It's not a fight prediction video. I'll make a fight prediction video if Easter and Mikey Garcia lock horns. But I'm just saying it's a totally different fight. But because of the perceived poor performance of Robert Easter, because I mean he even admitted it wasn't his best performance. I think anyone who's watched multiple Robert Easter Jr. fights could say that. You know what I mean? But you still can't give Mikey Garcia, oh, he definitively beats him based on another motherfucker who fights nothing like him. That's not how boxing works. You know what I mean? Because you could look at it. Luis Collazo, he hurt Keith Thurman more than bigger names. You know what I mean? Like even Sean Porter, because styles make fights. You know what I mean? Collazo's sneaky with what he does and different things like that. So anyway, I'm trying not to get too sidetracked. There's a chance Mikey might fight Jorge Linares if he gets past Sergey Lipinets. Even if he doesn't get past Sergey Lipinets, he can just drop back down to 35. So that might leave Robert Easter Jr. out in the cold. So Robert Easter, I'm not sure who he's going to fight, but I think a Devin Haney fight wouldn't be bad. Javier Fortuna rematch wouldn't be bad. Those are all good fights. But either way, I posted my thoughts on it, and Devin Haney, he liked it and he responded. And he says, I would destroy that boy. Very simple. And that was it. That's all he had to say. So a lot of people say, oh, Haney's not ready. He hasn't fought no one like Easter Jr., things like that. But I don't know. I would say off of yesterday's performance, it wouldn't be, it doesn't sound as out of the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't sound like, oh no, there's just no way this fight can or should happen, right? That's how I take it. But y'all gotta stop giving credit to other fights, because Jorge Linares or Mikey Garcia, they have certain skills, they're good fighters. They don't fight like Javier Fortuna. See, and another thing is this, is I personally, this is just my personal opinion, I think Robert Easter Jr. probably underestimated Javier Fortuna. I don't think he thought he was going to be in for a tough fight. He probably thought his man wouldn't be as durable, because we've seen Fortuna get stopped in a lighter division and he was a guy moving up. But if Easter were to fight Jorge Linares or Mikey Garcia, there's nothing to underestimate. We've seen their whole catalog and the DeMarco fights and Juanma Lopez and Orlando Salido for Mikey Garcia, the Broner fight. We've seen those fights, so I don't think Easter it would be foolish for him to underestimate someone like that. So maybe it was a bad night, maybe not. Let me know what you guys think. Devin Haney versus Robert Easter. Do you think it's still a ways away? But like I said, I mean, who else is Easter going to fight? If he can't get Mikey or Jorge Linares, which I know he's pushing for, at 35, Ray Beltran has his own fight. So I'm definitely up for a Javier Fortuna rematch or Devin Haney. I think those are both solid options at 35. Let me know your thoughts. Drop in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.